Hey guys, welcome to my next vlog. This time it's about Asturia. It's the first part of Asturia. Have fun! So, the last time we stopped in San Vicente and I told you about that awesome small city where you can surf. From there on, there's the next small beach. It's super small and it doesn't work pretty often, but if there's a big swell, it's a super nice beach because it's not crowded. It's for beginners, it's for intermediates, and it's for professionals. It's called Turimbia. Turimbia is just about 25 kilometers far from San Vicente and you have to drive through a super small town with super small streets. If you have a big camper van, it's not that easy to go through that street. But if you're able to do it, try it, because you haven't seen a lonesome beach like that in Spain. It's super nice. You can sleep there, you can park there, but you can park there on top of a hill, and from there you have a super nice view down to the beach, but you have to walk a long way, like 5 to 10 minutes down to the beach. So it's not an easy access. You cannot park directly at the beach. You have a super nice view where you can sleep and where you can park, but to walk down to the beach it's a little bit further. So there's a beach break and it has two different peaks. It's normally when there's northwell it's the best, and it can be super nice surf. Just check it out, it's cool there. So the next from there is Santolina. Santolina is just a big open beach break with some mountains in the back, super nice picturesque spot, and you can see that beach directly from the highway. And you can park there if you have a car which is higher than 2 meters and 30 centimeters. You cannot park directly at the beach because there's some kind of small bridge where you have to pass through, and yeah, if your van is higher, it's not that easy to go in there, or it's impossible to go in there. So if you have a smaller van, go in there. There are two small beach bars where sometimes it's live music and it's directly at the beach. Super nice to stay there, to sleep there. There's a shower, there's a toilet, and the waves are super nice. It's a beach break. It has a long left, and it's not that crowded. Sometimes there are some surf schools in the front of the beach, but if you go to the bigger sets in the back, it's not that crowded. And it's pretty wide, so there are different peaks and you can surf there pretty well. If you have a bigger van, you can park at the street. It's not that nice to sleep in there, but it's okay because it's a pretty nice surf in there. So just check it out. There's nothing around, just the two beach bars. If you need a supermarket or something like that, just go before you go there to some cities around. Because if you stay there for a few days, you have to eat in the beach bars if you don't have your own food with you. But check it out, it's a super nice spot. So the next spot is Ribadesella. Ribadesella is a bigger town, it's a touristic place. There are a lot of hotels and you have a lot of restaurants and bars, and you can go there for nightlife, and everything you need will be in there. You can park there with your van, you can sleep there. It says no, it's forbidden to sleep here, but you can do, because everyone is sleeping there. But look, because if you have a bigger van, it's not that easy, because you only can park there if your van is, I think it was 2 meters and 20 centimeters. So if you have a bigger van, not that easy. You can park somewhere in the streets and sleep there, but if you have the smaller van, you can park in front of the beach. There's a super nice long left and long right. It's a beach break and it has two peaks which comes from both sides, and super nice. It's crowded on the weekends. It's sometimes crowded because it's a bigger town, but on the weekends it's super crowded. So look that you can go there during the week time, and then there are not so many surfers. There's everything you will need for your perfect holiday. There's a beach, there's a parking site, there are toilets, there are showers, and a lot of good restaurants, a lot of good siderias. It's the typical kind of wine from Spain, and super nice. Check it out. Playa Vega is a very wide open beach break, and it's super good for surfing, because there's one peak just in front where you can park, and there are a lot of surfers. It's pretty crowded in there, but you can walk the whole beach, and there are so many super good peaks. If it's crowded in the front, just walk a little bit on the beach, because it's so wide and there are so many peaks, and it's super nice surf. You can park just directly in front of the beach, but you have to pay. So it means it doesn't matter how big your car or your van is, you can park directly in front of the beach. It's for a night, it's 5 euros. It's okay because it's a nice place and it's pretty clean in there. The toilets are like 400 meters far away, but there's everything like a shower, toilet. There are some restaurants directly at the beach. They're pretty cheap. You can go there in the night because there's some nightlife as well. It's a super small town in between of the middle of nowhere. So there are some cows running around you, and there are some mountains. Everything's green, trees, and yeah, there's nothing around. Just 2, 3, 4 restaurants and a super small supermarket. So if you need some food, just go before you go to Playa Vega to the supermarket. There's a supermarket, like it's super small, you can get there the most important things, but not everything. And there's also a parking place which is free, and yeah, it's like maybe 50 meters from the beach. So many people are staying there because they don't want to pay the €5, so they park there. So often that place is fully loaded, so you can't get their place. But have a look, you can park there for free, or you can directly park in front of the beach for €5. Super nice spot, look for it. So the next from there is Rodilles. Rodilles is a pretty touristic beach. Super nice, it's picturesque, it's between 2 big cliffs, and yes, it has one of the most famous left waves in Spain. So it's called the Balinese wave because it's a reef break, and it's super shallow, like 40 centimeters deep water, and sometimes it's like 2-3 meters high, and it's barreling the whole time. But there's super strong localism, one of the most strongest localism in Spain. So just sit there and look. So even if the Spanish people come from the next town, they aren't allowed to surf in there because they are not from that town. So it's nice to look if there's a bigger swell. It's super nice, you can make good pictures, you can make good videos of it. Super nice to watch, but to surf, I would say I recommend you not to go in there. But there's also a beach, and it's a beach break, and there are a lot of people inside because it's touristic. Like I said, it's like super crowded, and it's just a small area where you can surf, because in the summertime many people go there for swimming, and they have areas for swimming and for surfing. The surfing area is pretty small, so it's okay, you can surf there, and the waves are pretty nice, and it's cool, but it's not so super good. It's good to watch for the left reef break, but the other surf it's okay. You can sleep there, not directly at the beach. It's like 50 meters behind the dune, and yeah, there's a restaurant, there are some supermarkets as well, and you can have a nice time in there. The next beach is Playa Espana. It's not that far, and it's a super small beach in between some cliffs in a valley, and yeah, it's like 100 meters wide beach, and it's kind of crowded. It needs a bigger swell, and but when it's on, it's super nice. There's a left and there's a right point, and super long clean waves, but it's hard to paddle out there. You need a lot of power because there's strong rips. It's not dangerous. It's yeah, for intermediates and for professionals, and in the front it's for beginners. You can surf there the white water wash. It's okay. It's not that easy to stay there overnight because there's a big field where you can park during the day. It costs you €2.50, but in the night they close it, so you can't sleep there. But there's a street where you can sleep on. But if it's super crowded, it's not that easy to find a place in there. But there's a pretty cool beach bar. It's an open air bar. They have live music. They have DJs, and there's a lot of party going on the weekends in the summertime. And there's also another beach bar which is in the hills, and you can watch over the whole beach, and there are a lot of beach parties during the day, and it's super nice. It's like Ibiza, and you can have a look in there. It's super nice, the surf is good, and yeah, I like that beach. It has its own vibe, it's small and has nice waves. Just check it out. So that was the first part of Asturia. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, just follow me here on YouTube, give me a thumb up. You also can follow me on Instagram, it's coolest van. See you next time with the second part of Asturia.